Hi everybody. Come on in everybody, let's see here. Whoa, that looks a little bright. I don't know if that's too bright. Let me lower this a little bit while you're all coming on in. Yeah, we'll lower that a little bit. Okay, great. All right. How's this? It looks good, that's straight. Is it a little bright? I don't know, it looks a little bright to me. Let me turn this down here. Just a little bit, this light here. Ooh, there we go, how's that? All right. Wait, no, now I look like pink. I did get a little sun today. Let me see. Please hold. Okay, how's that? Yes, that's fine. I can't do anything about the face. Anyway, hi everybody. That's nice to see you checking in. That's great. Yeah, just keep checking in. I'm reading them. Hello, Kathy. Kaylee. I don't know if you know each other. Mother, daughter. Meet your daughter. Daughter, meet your mother. Hello, Maria. Nice to see you. And Christy. This is great. All right. And Dolores, come on in. Come on in, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. All right, we don't. And it's not a show. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. You're going to get a beep beep story. I think we all need a beep beep story. And it's been a while since I've told one, and I've been promising you them. So, you'll get a little story tonight. You know, it's St. Patty's Day. Plus, there's so much in the world going on. So much going on. So many difficult things to deal with that we need a little pick me up. So that's what I'm going to do. As soon as we get to about 100 here, then I'll begin. It sounds almost like, you know, a threat. Like I'm not starting till we get to 100. No, I just want people to check in and everything. But happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Martin from Ireland. It's the day after. Hello, Kathy Hodeb. Sorry, I keep reading people. Martin, it's the day after St. Patrick's Day for you because it's already 2 o'clock or something in the morning, 2:30. I don't know what time it is, but happy St. Patrick's Day to you in Ireland. I hope you had a good day yesterday. I know I did. I started the day with by celebrating Mass at the beach, Pensacola Beach. Now, when we say the beach, it doesn't mean on the sand. It took me a little while to get used to that when they said, oh yeah, I'll meet you on the beach. The beach for us here in Pensacola is Pensacola Beach. And so it was not on the sand or in the water or anything, but there is well, this sounds even worse, I guess. There's a pub there on the beach, Patio Leary's. And every year on St. Patrick's Day, we have Mass there. We celebrate Mass outside the pub. And a lot of parishioners come, and also some visitors and everything. And we put the speakers out toward the street and everything. So it gives me the opportunity to preach to people there on spring break or people coming by or whatever. And I make sure that whenever I preach, I like to teach, but especially at moments like that when there are going to be people who may not be familiar with our faith, and our Mass. So I try to explain that and try to really kind of draw people in. It was a really nice celebration. I liked it a lot. It was great. And then I said, at the end of Mass, I said, the Mass is ended. Let us go in peace. And the owner of the pub said, and now the pub is open, so come and get it. And that's when I took off. So anyway. And then people want to take a picture with me, with different things and green beer. And I think, yeah, probably not good, because they'll post it and I'll get in trouble. So anyway, but it was a good day. That was really nice. So that's what I did. And then just worked in the office all day. People have commented that I look tired. I think I might do cucumbers on the eyes. It's true. I shared with you before, we're all stressed, but a little stressed these days, just with a lot of decisions to be made, and it's not always going smoothly. So, and I can't turn it off at night. I try, but I start thinking of something, and then hours go by, and I'm still not sleeping, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm still not sleeping. That's not good. But the good thing is, if I only get an hour of sleep one night, I know that the next night I'm going to get a full night's sleep. Not healthy, but that's where we are these days. So I'm trying not to look tired. They do look a little puffy. I wonder, I've heard cucumbers work. I am growing, what am I growing? I'm growing things I just ate from my garden today. I had this whole salad, which was great. And after this, I may steam these things. Look at these Brussels sprouts that I'm growing. Man, I can't show you them and they're gonna roll all over, but they are yummy and they're really big Brussels sprouts and they're still dripping from the water. I wonder if that will help take the puffiness out of my eyes. You know, I mean, why does it have to be cucumbers? Why not Brussels sprouts? Who made up that rule? Tell me if it's working. Wow, that's amazing. I think it worked. Whew, now my eyes are wet. I'm not crying. That's the water that I use to wash the Brussels sprouts. Anyway, the thing about Brussels sprouts, I learned this. So I have 6 plants out there, and they've been growing, and they just keep like expanding and expanding. And I'm like, someday they're gonna produce, you know, the vegetable in there. Well, that's it with it. That vegetable is it, I guess. But because I didn't pick it, it kept expanding, and the leaves would go out. So finally, I found these, but that's it. Is that all I get? Just one from each plant? I don't know. How many? Yeah, anyway. All winter. And I have 6 Brussels sprouts, everybody, so I'm going to enjoy these. Okay. Anyway. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is, maybe you've seen this on our social media platforms, but our diocese, like every diocese in the world, no doubt, will be praying along with our Holy Father Francis next Friday, that is March 25th, the Solemnity of the Annunciation, 9 months exactly before Christmas. So we celebrate that day that when the angel came to Mary and made the announcement, the Annunciation, that she would be the mother of Jesus, the mother of the Son of God, if she said yes. So on that day, Pope Francis will pray a special prayer for peace and also to consecrate the country of Russia and Ukraine as well to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. For those of you who know, when Mary appeared to the children in Fatima, or St. Lucia, she said that one of the things she said that if we want peace in the world, and this was right at the time that communism was terrorizing the world and taking over in certain parts of the world, she said, you must pray for the conversion of Russia. And then one day, you know, she said to the visionary that you must have the church consecrate Russia to my Sacred Heart, my Immaculate Heart. And so various popes have done that throughout the decades, but especially in 1984, Pope St. John Paul II did that in a ceremony. He consecrated Russia, consecrated the whole world and Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. There are some people out there who say, oh, I don't know that it counted because he didn't say Russia, he said the whole world. But later he was asked, you know, did you include Russia? And he said, of course, that's why we did this. And then 5 years later, someone asked Sister Lucia, the visionary, was that done in accord with what Mary had told you in the vision? And she said, it is satisfied. So even though that was done, people are saying, well, how can this still be happening? You know, this seemingly evil force coming out of Russia if they are truly consecrated. Well, to that I say, I'm consecrated, and most of you, if not all of you, are consecrated at baptism. Doesn't mean we've stopped sinning, unfortunately. We are in constant need of reconciliation and conversion, just as the country of Russia and the whole world is. So Pope Francis will do that again on Friday, March 25th. And in our diocese, we will also be praying a rosary for peace and some other prayers, and I'll offer a reflection. That will be live streamed. You can find the information on our website or social media platforms. And it is platforms, is that what they're called? Anyway, our sites, you know, Twitter, Instagram, etc., Facebook. It'll be 11 o'clock Central Time, which is the same time as the Pope will be praying in Rome, 5 o'clock p.m. Rome time. Okay, great. It's not tomorrow, but next Friday. I'll remind you next Thursday. Okay, that's good. Now, let's get on with the story. Today is St. Patrick's Day, so you get a special St. Patrick's Day themed story. First, the theme song. For those of you who don't know, where's my beep beep? Please hold. I'm in the kitchen. You can still hear me, but okay, here I come. Okay. Who's that car running down the street? Little red car, it's gotta be beep beep. And all the children go beep beep, go beep beep, go beep beep, go. Go beep beep, go beep beep, go beep beep, go. How about that? Isn't that, the graphics are amazing on this, huh? Look at this, just, wow, it almost doesn't even look like there's a hand holding it. It looks like it's floating. I really should invest more in CGI graphics, you know, or something like that. But anyway, okay, I digress. Beep Beep is driving by himself. Always a bad idea. He should always have humans driving him. But today he was stressed, he was tired, he just took off when the humans, you know, weren't looking. And he just kept driving west. He was driving and driving. He left the city of Pensacola and he kept driving west. And then he wasn't even thinking, and all of a sudden he was like, where am I? Oh my gosh, I'm coming up on Mobile, he said. Mobile? What am I doing in Mobile? I wasn't even thinking. I should turn around. Wait, I love that tunnel. I want to go through the tunnel first. I love going through that tunnel on the highway. So he does that and everything, and he honks the horn like everybody else in there, and makes a lot of noise. And he comes out and he takes an exit, and he's thinking of just turning around and getting back on the highway and going back home. But all of a sudden, he turns into this line of cars and trucks, and it's so tight that he can't even move. And he's like, oh no. He's trying to beep, you know, he's honking his horn, but then all the cars and trucks start honking. And he's like, wait, no, I need to, hello. And he says to the truck in front of him, hello, what's going on? Why won't you let me move? And he says, move? We're all gonna move. We're all going in the same direction. He said, no, I've got to go home. He says, you're not going home. You're in the parade, the St. Patrick's Day parade, kid. Parade? And it was only then that he looked around and he noticed that every car, every flatbed, every truck in that long line had green stuff all over it. Green flowers, green ribbons, green streamers, green balloons, everything. And there's people on there, you know, just look like they're having a lot of fun. They're leaning over the sides and everything. There's music. What a parade. And then he looks down and he says, I'm not even green. He stuck out like a sore car, like a red car in a green parade, and he was. So anyway, they start moving, and he looks up ahead and he sees all these people on both sides of the streets, and he thinks, oh no, what's gonna happen? And all of a sudden, all these people come running up to him, and he's like, get away, get away! And they start throwing things on him, streamers and balloons and flowers and cloth and all this green stuff, and he's all covered with green stuff. And then he's honking, get away, and they're laughing. Then they open up the trunk, open up the windshield fluid container, and pour in some green food coloring. Close the thing, and they run away, and they're laughing, and now Beep Beep's green like everyone else, and he's like, I don't want to be here. This is really scary. I don't like a parade. I don't know what they're gonna do. And he looks up and he sees the people, the humans. Humans look like they're throwing things at the cars. Or maybe the humans on the cars are throwing things at the people. And as he gets closer, he sees what it is. They're throwing beads. I don't have green beads, so just go with it. They're throwing green beads. He says, they're throwing them at the humans, and sometimes the humans are throwing them back. And just as he said that, this thing comes and he catches right on his antenna. And he's like, hey, that's not funny. He just wants to go home. He's not having a good time. But all of a sudden he looks and he sees this little kid going like this, like, the kid wants the green bead. So Beep Beep is like, all right, I'll give him the green bead. And he does this on the windshield, on the antenna, and then he lets it go. And it goes flying, and the little boy catches it and puts it around his neck, and he's so happy. And Beep Beep's like, oh, it's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. He wanted those beads. And then people are throwing them all over, and Beep Beep's catching them with his antenna and throwing them back, and people are cheering, and he's like, well, this isn't so bad. This is I think I'm gonna like a parade. And just as he's having fun, all of a sudden, bam, he gets hit on the side with something. And he's trying to look, and he can't see. He's got headlights on the front, so he's trying to look, and he looks up ahead at the next thing. He sees someone throwing something. What is it? I think it is. They're throwing cabbages. They're throwing green cabbages at the crowd and at the trucks. And bam, Beep Beep gets hit again. And he's like, this is not funny. The beads were one thing, that's funny. But cabbages, that can do some damage. Stop it. And just then he out of the corner of his eye, he sees another one coming right toward him, this cabbage coming toward him. And just as it gets toward him, he opens up the door and hits the cabbage, and it goes flying into the crowd. And it shatters it. It breaks up in a whole bunch of pieces. Oh, the people are so happy. They're like, yay! yay! They're having a blast. And he's like, oh, is that what you do? All right. So he keeps doing that. He's twirling the beads with the antenna. He's hitting the cabbages back into the crowd and everything. He's having a great time. He's like, I love this. And that goes on for a while, hours actually. And then as it's kind of winding down, he sees that all the children and families have gone, but there's just a bunch of adults, and they're acting oh, did I mention the green fluid? He's actually also, he was squirting people, and they were loving that and everything, so it's just great. But then now all the families are gone, the children have gone to bed, but these adults are just, they're acting silly. They're laughing a lot, they've got their arms around each other, they can't stand upright, and he's like, what? Why are, these humans are really weird, especially these adults. And then he stops, the parade stops for a minute, and all of a sudden a whole bunch of people run around Beep Beep, and they're laughing and giggling and just having a good time, and they can barely stand up. And Beep Beep's like, oh no. And he's squirting them with the green fluid. Get away from me, get away from me. But they don't. Instead, they look at each other and they all nod, and they're like, 1, 2, 3, and they lift up Beep Beep. They lift him up in the air. Beep Beep does not like to be in the air, all right? He's a car, he belongs on the ground. Now he's in the air, people are holding him up, and then they twirl him around. That's the moment that Beep Beep gets car sick. He always gets car sick if he's in the air. He never gets car sick on the ground, but if he's in the air, he gets car sick. And that's when he threw up. But when he throws up, it's transmission fluid that comes out. All this red fluid just came straight out. And all the people, the adults, they all looked at each other like, oh, dude, I think we hurt the car. I think it's bleeding. I don't know why they talk like they're in California, because they're in Mobile. But anyway, they are. That's how they talk. Like, dude. And so they're like, let's leave this car alone. And so they twirl it halfway around. They put it down again. Beep Beep is so mad. But he looks straight ahead and he's like, oh, there's a side street. And there's no one in front of me. I'm going for it. And he takes off. And as he's driving as fast as he can. The streamers come off and the balloons and all the cloth, everything, all the green stuff comes off. He gets on the highway and he just continues to go, goes through the tunnel. It's not even fun this time. He just wants to be home. Goes all the way back to Pensacola. He's back in the garage. Oh, I did not like that. I mean, some of it was fun, but that was not fun. I hope I don't get caught. I don't think there's anything on me. No, they're not going to notice that I was out. Wow, they'll never know that I was flinging green beads into the crowd. They'll never know that I was hitting whole heads of cabbage back into the crowd, you know. They'll never know that I was squirting. Oh no, I still have a lot more windshield wiper fluid. And he's looking around frantically in the garage, and he sees way in the corner a bucket. And he opens up the hood, and he aims himself just right, and then he empties out the, what is it called, a bladder? Or no, it's not for kids. He empties out the windshield wiper container into the bucket. All of it, all the green fluid goes in there. And he puts down the hood and everything, and he's like, phew, good, now they'll never know. That was kind of fun, but not really. And these humans, if this is how everyone celebrates St. Patrick's Day, well, they're weird. The end of the story. Okay, everybody. So I leave it up to you, parents and aunts and uncles, to talk to your nieces and nephews and children about what they learned today. I don't think there were any lessons, were there? Oh, the lesson is, don't go driving without the humans. Okay, that's all I have for you, everybody. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to be with you tonight on this feast day of St. Patrick, and good to spend some time with you, especially, you know, with all the things going on in the world and everything. Remember that you're not alone. We are together, and God is with us. All will be well. So may God bless you. Oh, I should pray. May Almighty God bless you. May, through the intercession of St. Patrick, Bishop and Saint, may God keep you protected. May God keep you ever mindful, ever aware, ever assured of His holy, true, abiding, loving presence. May God bless and strengthen you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everybody, have a great night. Goodbye. I'm going to turn it off with this little Brussels sprout. Goodbye. Maybe it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It has to be like your finger. All right, here we go. I'll pretend like I'm doing it. Bye.